This is the 2021 Oak Ridge Row for Masters. All kinds of states come here, so you can see all the license plates of all the cars that show up at the races. A lot of rowing clubs, a lot of different boat manufacturers. You can see all the different sculls. There's all kinds of singles, twos, fours, eights. It's quite an event. A lot of people, a lot of competition. These are some of the singles. I took these videos. They had a screen that people could come and look at, so the quality of the video isn't great because I'm basically videoing a video on a screen outside, but you get a much better view of some of the racing. And so there were some really good singles in these races. Some of the races were extremely close, and some of the might be towards the back, but they might win because of the handicap. I raced, when you got the older age, you get a bigger handicap, so you don't know exactly where you are until the handicaps are in, but you can see the strength and some of these rowing people, how good they are. They're launching their boat for their doubles race. The 6:02.025 was 02:50. Was a time on a 2K done by Mike Connors. Siobhan Duff, Megan Hannaway. A double. This is the launching of their double. They've been an incredible team together for many years, won lots of gold. But again, some of the video up on the screen shows just how close these doubles are. It's just amazing, the competition. And they had some aerial views with some drone that gives another view of the races, and you can see just how strong and how in sync these rowers are. Here's some fours. We had the singles, the doubles, the quads. Again, the intensity of the races are amazing, and there's the finish line, and these boats are awful close. Many of these teams, they train all year together, and they've been together for many years, so they know each other, and they work together in harmony, and they make these boats really move. It's really a pleasure to watch just how good some of these teams are and how efficient they move that boat through the water. Again, this is an aerial view with a drone of the fours. You really get a good sense of how they row together and how competitive the races are when you can get these views. The video isn't great because I'm basically videoing a screen, but you can really see how well they work together and how efficient they are. But it's one of the faster boats. They also had some cameras down on the water, so you get a closer view of the teams working together and just really how competitive these races are. The last big group, here's the eights. Of course, the incredible power that can be generated by 8 rowers, and these things have really moved through. Again, you can see how competitive these racers are.
With David and Don, We're at the Oak Ridge National Masters Rowing Championships. And there are people from all over the country because we've taken pictures of car license plates. So
Oh, yeah.
you can tell us where you're from, how you got involved in rowing. Has rowing enhanced your health and fitness and quality of life? Just things like that. Overcome obstacles, medical things. Maybe what you've saved in prescription drugs because you're in shape.
What prescription drugs?
Right, you don't take them because you're in such good shape. So go ahead and just ad lib. It's whatever,
Okay.
you know.
You got to hold it to your mouth.
Hi, I'm David Harralson. We're from Lake Casitas Rowing Association.
What state is that in?
That's in California, north of Ventura.
Oh my gosh.
It's a federal national forest. We happen to have a pair of nesting bald eagles.
Oh, I love it.
We can watch them come down and fish in the lake and take their fish.
I love it. I love it.
So in any case, I was recovering from chemotherapy when I first started rowing at age 70.
Wow, you were 70 when you started.
When I started, yes.
What's your age, if you don't mind us asking?
81.
81. I love it.
Right. So in any case, I met this girl in match. She was rowing at Casitas, so she wanted a sculling buddy, so I came up. I was so unstable after my chemo, I could hardly walk on the dock.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, and I
Look
looked,
at your medals.
well,
Tell us about what you won on this event.
this is our third day and our fourth medal.
God.
Then we have 2 more events to go tomorrow.
So what do you tell us each one of them? Right? Like is it a double or fours or eights? Or?
The first day was the mixed eight,
Okay.
men and women, and the men's eight. And we won going away on both races.
I love it.
Friday, I was in the mixed four, and again we won going away. Don was in the what was your race yesterday?
Oh, I was in a double.
So Don was in a double yesterday. Today we were in the pair.
Got second in that.
Got second.
Oh, no, we got gold. We got gold. That's right.
Do you guys row together?
Yes.
In
So
some events. In some events.
You're from California as well, then.
Yeah, I'm from Southern California also. I live in Moore Park, which is about 40 minutes or almost an hour from Lake Casitas.
Oh my gosh! Well, I'm born and raised San Fernando Valley.
Oh, yeah.
really?
Okay.
North Hollywood High School, you know.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah, because I live in Studio City.
oh my gosh, I had a place in Studio City. Yeah,
So in any case,
Valley Vista Boulevard.
right, So I came up and started rowing, and 3 months later I was in a 5K head race and medaled.
Gosh.
And a couple months later we were at the Crew Classic in San Diego and we won.
Huh. So do you feel like rowing has not only helped you recover from all that chemo, but given you energy and health that you didn't have prior to that time?
Well, yeah, so I feel a whole lot better. Chemo screws up your body, something terrible. And even Don notices, everybody knows, I can't walk in a straight line.
Oh my gosh. Even after
Even after all this time, I mean, it destroys your nervous system.
Oh my gosh. Don, did you have any medical things that you've been through?
Yeah, I'll go back. I started rowing when I was 74. And I'm
You started
80.
at 74.
Yeah, I'm 87 now.
Isn't that so?
And I was pushing 195 when I started, and right now I'm rowing lightweight. I clocked in, I think, yesterday at 142.
And you were 195. When
I was pushing 195.
I'll be darned. And that's something. So you've lost quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, and health's been good.
So that guy sitting on the couch saying, you know, these guys, yeah, they're athletes. I can't do that, you know. And here you are in your 70s when you started. So there's no excuse.
There's no excuse.
There's no.
It's never too
All
late
you have
to start.
do is get off your butt.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
I love it. I thought I started my late 50s rowing, you know, so you guys beat me by quite a bit.
Yeah, I had back problems before I started rowing. I couldn't lay on my back for more than 5 minutes, and And because of the rowing, it strengthened the muscles of my back. I can sleep all night in my back now.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things I try and stress to people. The fact that you're healthy, sleep well, eat well. I know you eat well because I was watching you. You don't have to have all those prescription drugs and all those procedures. You know, the money that you save.
What prescription drugs?
Yeah, exactly. What prescription? But those people that are on the couch eating their potato chips and think that they can't do this stuff, they're out there paying them for all kinds of prescriptions to try and keep them going. So you're, in a sense, you're getting paid every time you work out. It's not cash. It's you're not have to pay for those.
And besides, you feel better after you work out.
Right, you feel better.
Yeah, I can afford to sit on the couch and eat potato chips.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I when I was young, my grandfather had a cottage. I was born and raised in Chicago, and he had a small cottage in Wisconsin. I used to go out fishing in a rowboat, and that was a lot of fun. Then, as I was getting older, I saw somebody rowing a single on the Charles River going underneath a bridge, and it looked so graceful. I said, well, I'll try that someday. So one summer, they offered to learn to row at Ventura College. So I signed up for that, went out and stayed. It's been great.
You know, a lot of people won't know on your hat, that big round thing, that's so you can look, because you're rowing with your back.
You're rowing backwards,
Backwards, so
it takes a while
where you're going.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's just like a bicycle. You're on the road, you want to see cars coming. In this case, I want to see where I'm going.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's inspiring that you guys started that late in life and how it's meant so much to you, even in these last, 10, 12 years that you've been doing this sport. Do you travel around the country doing events?
Around the world.
Around the world?
Yeah.
Tell us about whereabouts.
World Championships at Copenhagen, Bled, Slovenia.
Wow.
And
Hungary.
Hungary.
Gosh.
And also back at Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah.
I almost got to go to Australia, and in a couple of years we'll get to go to South Africa.
I'll be darned. So you're looking forward to those world events?
Yeah, it's wonderful to see these new places.
And look at this fog coming up behind you. It's amazing off this water. The fog is rising and here while we're doing this interview.
Yeah, a friend travels with me when we go overseas, and 1 week is dedicated to rowing, and she's a runner, so she finds places to run. So after the first week, we go touring.
So the fact that you're both committed to some sort of physical exercise, is a bonding.
Yeah, I feel that I have to continue this, because I'm sure it's the extent of my life.
Yeah.
If I was still in the 195, I'm not sure where I would be. I'd really be a couch potato.
Yeah.
They may be throwing dirt on me. I don't know.
And Don goes out a couple, 3 times a week, and he practices to maintain the same split rate or speed that he rode 10 years ago.
I'll be darned. Yeah.
Just keep going. The rate at which your body deteriorates is markedly slower once you or if you maintain your physical activity.
Yeah.
My father was the same way. He was a farm boy. He did physical activity all the way up until he was over 90.
I'll be darned.
Yeah,
so I have a long way to go yet.
You do, yeah.
Yeah, once you start hitting 80, your physical strength starts going downhill. But fortunately, I've been able to keep my pace up pretty good. I'm very blessed. God looked down on me.
You guys are in it.
I don't know what he has planned for me, but I'm going along for the ride.
I love it. Well, the other thing we like to ask people is there any strong belief system, anything that helps drive you to keep, the kind of motivation you have? Is there any spiritual issues or thing that helps you?
Sure. You can't make a deal with God.
Yeah, right.
But I said, I enjoy doing this, and however you can use me, use me.
Yeah.
I may never know how you use me. If I'm an example of somebody great, I don't have to know it, but I'm enjoying the ride as I go along.
Well, this video that will be up on the network could be a tool to tell other people that, hey, God's important,
Oh, yes.
and that's what more important.
Having a strong belief system is important.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter which particular God or entity that you worship, as long as you have a belief system that takes you forward in life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We may differ on that a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm a conservative, Bible believing, Christian, but yeah, it helps.
I'll vote on that one.
Well, it's a good belief system.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. I tell you, to learn about a little bit of, very little, but of your life's journey, but to see that you got into this sport in your 70s and have done so well, and attribute so much of that to maintaining.
Well, we were very fortunate to have an exceptional coach who can look at us and correct our rowing flaws. So, and that's one reason we're here today, is that we've gotten much better at rowing just because of the coaching that we've had.
Eric Gillette at Casitas Rowing.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah,
He was a former national team rower when he was in college and out, and multiple time California champion.
Wow.
So he was my first pair partner, and
I love it.
yeah.
That's great.
In my spare time, I volunteer for Habitat. So
Okay.
I'll put a plug in. You old guys, I'll put a plug in for the old guy's wife. Now, the wives have to encourage their husband to go to Habitat, sign up for Habitat, to get him out of the house so he has some free time once a week.
Right.
And it's a great way to pay back.
Yeah, I love it.
You got to pay back. You got to
You
pay
do.
back.
I go to a housing project, every week. It's really encouraging,
Yeah.
to work with people.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. That is so
Well,
inspiring.
you're quite welcome.
And I think it'll inspire a lot of people that listen to your story and hear what you've done, especially starting in the 70s in a sport.
Yep.
Yeah.
And have done so well in that sport, and you testified that it's done amazing things in your health.
Yeah.
And your quality of life.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
We want to thank you for watching RedefiningAging.us. I'm John Disterdick, your host. And our goal for the series is pretty simple. We just want to enhance the quality of people's lives. So if you know of an event that you think would be one for good for us to cover, please fill out the form on our website, and not only the event and what it is, where it is, when it is, and if there's a person you know that you think would be a good person for us to do a testimony on in some event, please let us know. And if you want a fuller description of my testimony, you can either go to johndisterdick.com and look under ministry, or you can go here at redefiningaging.us. We appreciate your viewership. God bless, and hope to see you on more shows.